Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG Boot Camp series. What do I have for you today? Circle of Fortune, one of the playable factions inside of Last Epoch. This is going to be a tips and tricks to this faction. Now, if you're not sure if you want to go Merchants Guild or COF, I've already made a full video kind of breaking down the basics of Merchants Guild. I will link that at the end of this video if you have not seen it yet. Now, commonly referred to as COF, and again, that stands for Circle of Fortune, this is one of the factions that's going to be available to you once you reach Act 9. And we're going to start by just how do you actually join this faction? So we're going to jump in right now. Now, if you hit M, and in the Divine Era up here, I'll zoom all the way out, you'll see Majelka right here, and it is the Upper District. That is where we are. And it'll take you to this waypoint, and then you'll come here and you'll talk to Zarek. And Zarek will basically give you a side quest to join one of the factions. And we're going to run there right now. You go to the left over here, go in this door, and you come up here and enter the observatory. And the observatory is basically the hangout spot for Circle of Fortune. You're going to come to a staircase. There's our staircase. You got your waypoint for the observatory, and then you would talk to this NPC right here, and this is how you would actually join the Circle of Fortune. And as you can see, even on the map here to the left is the bazaar. That is the faction location for Merchants Guild. Very, very easy. So now let's talk about the ranks for COF and just how powerful this faction could be. I also want to say a lot of people consider COF Circle of Fortune the solo self-found faction. You're going to find all your own gear, but you are not locked to single player, and you're actually not even locked where you can't trade. You can still trade with friends, and you could still play with friends, and obviously you could switch factions if you end up not liking it. So don't think that you are going to be locked in. Okay, Circle of Fortune, extremely powerful. At rank 1 through 12, let's go through it. At rank 1, you're going to get enemy item drop chance improvement. Rank 2, upgraded Rune of Ascendance. Rank 3, idol drop chance improvement. Rank 4, full sets will drop, which is going to be huge for the up-and-coming Season 2, where you're going to be able to create your own sets. Rank 5, Monolith Echo Reward Upgrade, so you have a 35% chance to get double the reward. Rank 6, Exalt Affix Chance. Rank 7, Double Experimental Affix. This is great if you're fighting exiled mages. Rank 8, Legendary Potential Chance, so uniques are twice as likely to have legendary potential. That's huge at rank 8. Rank 9, T7 Affix Chance, twice as common. Rank 10, Boss Loot Upgrade. Bosses have 150% increased drop rate. Rank 11, Rare and Exalted Chance. Items that drop as rare have a 25% chance to become upgraded to Exalts. And Prophecy Reward Upgrade. Prophecies grant twice as many items. So those are the ranks, and obviously, as someone that loves hunting, if you love loot, if you love crafting and getting all this awesome stuff, Circle of Fortune might be for you. So now let's talk about the bread and butter for Circle of Fortune, and that is Prophecies. Now, if you go to your keyboard and hit Y, it is going to pull up your faction. We were just looking at this, and you'll see rank rewards, and then you will see Prophecies. And this is basically where you can target farm. And you'll see right now my current Prophecies on my Void Knight. I'm looking for a lot of glyphs of despair, building up my crafting materials. Now, let me show you how you actually get your Prophecies. Now, at the observatory right here, you come up the steps, and then you can click on any one of these telescopes. And the telescopes will bring you here. And you have north, east, south, and west, of course. And you are gazing up at the sky. And you'll see that there are different Prophecies. Each one of these will cost favor. And you're going to get a ton of favor by basically killing enemies out in the world. Higher rank the enemy, the more favor that you get. And this is the currency for the factions, not only Merchants Guild, but also Circle of Fortune. So for example here, just picking the first prophecy that we see, Spring, Death of Siege Golems, and this has a 5 on it, so basically it'll roll 5 times before this prophecy runs out, and the reward is 7 idols. So if you kill a Siege Golem, no condition, that Siege Golem is going to drop 7 idols. So if we click this, bam, new prophecy acquired, and if you click on Y, you will see that this prophecy is right here filling up 1 spot. and then it resets and it gives you 4 other options. And if you look at this and go, there's nothing really I like on this, you could always re-roll. There actually is something I like: death to rare enemies, 7 of them, and on here you get 3 glyphs of despair. So I'm going to snag that as well. And then looking at these, nothing I like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-roll. Costs a little bit of favor, and then it gives you different options. Now, this is where you're going to get your keys. This is where you're going to get your crafting materials and idols. If you go north, this is where you're going to get your gear. Non-weapons, this is just items. So body armor, gloves, belt, things of that nature. If you go east, this is where you're going to get your weapon and your offhand. So catalysts, bows, quivers, wands, staves, all that good stuff. And then if you go south, this is where you're going to get all your jewelry. So your rings and your accessories. So basically, depending on your build, depending on what you are building out, crafting materials, you could target farm all the specific stuff here in your prophecies. And a lot of people will get like, you know, if you spend a ton of favor, you can get, 20 different, kill a giant scorpion, it drops a unique ring. And then when you kill that giant scorpion, you can create these absolutely massive loot explosions. If you're targeting red rings, things of that nature, very, very sought after items. The best way to do it, Circle of Fortune Prophecies. So now let's talk about lenses. This is another way to make sure you get the prophecies you want. We're gonna go back and click on our telescope again. And bottom left here, you will see that you have 3 different lenses that you can install in your telescope. And for me right now, I have 100% chance to get rid of arena events, 100% chance to get rid of campaign events, and 100% chance to get rid of dungeon events. Which means every single time I click on one of these, the prophecy will always be for the monolith, because that is what I am currently grinding. But you could pick whatever you want, and let me show you the options that you have. You come down here, you talk to this NPC, and you check out her wares. And you got items in here, you got regional lenses, but what you want is your greater lenses. And these are the big ones. And on here are the options. Get rid of arena events, get rid of monolith events, get rid of dungeon events, 100% chance, campaign events, and get rid of high corruption. So this is if you just want to eliminate them. Now, if you really, really want to target farm and you are deep in end game, you have 80% more cost, multiplicative of all prophecies, but offer twice as much uses. 90% multiplicable cost, all prophecies, but they offer double the reward. So you can get twice the uses and double the reward. On here, you have increased chance per rank to find unique items. Up here, you have increased chance per rank to find exalted items. And the last one, increased chance to find set items. So you could actually curtail your lenses to make sure you can look for the prophecies you want, again, based upon where you're at in the game and your build. It is another way to target farm for your prophecies. So now let's talk about leveling up your Circle of Fortune. How do you go from rank 1 all the way to rank 12? Well, I'll do my best to explain it to you. It's actually pretty self-explanatory. Merchant's Guild is a little more complex. Now, if you actually highlight over your bar, it'll tell you exactly how to do it. Gain reputation by spending favor. A small amount of reputation is gained while slaying enemies and completing quests. And when you're completing quests and slaying enemies, that will literally take you half of the way. You will go from 1 to 5, 6, maybe even 7, just killing enemies and completing quests. And then things are going to slow down like crazy. And then people are going to go on Reddit or different forums and be like, why the hell does it take so long to level up my faction? It's because if you're doing it only by slaying enemies, it is the worst way to do it. Now you'll see in this, gain reputation by spending favor. And if you're killing enemies and completing quests, you are not spending any favor. So how do you actually level this up? Well, you grab as many prophecies as you possibly can and you complete them. And then when you complete them, you grab more prophecies and you complete them. So go figure, the way you actually level up Circle of Fortune is by interacting with the observatory as much as humanly possible. You can actually level this bar very quick. All right, everybody, that's the video. COF, the basics. What do you think? Are you leaning COF or do you want to go Merchants Guild? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Of course, only if you think I've earned it. Check out the Discord, 4,600 members. We have voice channels going. We got game giveaways, movie nights, game nights. It's an awesome place to hang out. It's also where the sign up is going to be for my new treasure hunt community event, the 8th treasure hunt community event. That is coming April 17th, so make sure you check out the Discord. Last but not least, go to actionrpg.com. This is my newly launched website. It has 37 build guides for Last Epoch. It's got news, it's got an event calendar. There's a bunch of creators that have already signed on. Very cool place to hang out, especially if you're looking for info on Last Epoch. It is launched into its kind of beta alpha phase 1. It's completely non-monetized. We're just looking for people to click on buttons and give us some data. I'm done. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.